This is Sheila Stewart reporting for the Health News Now Network. Over 2 million Americans every year are suffering from chronic fatigue at a cost of over $10 billion. This is becoming a growing concern for many, wondering what to do. Today I'm here with Robert Snyder, General Counsel for Viaduct International, and someone who has researched innovative medical products, programs, and procedures. Robert, as an attorney, how did you get involved with this?
Well, Sheila, I've represented medical groups and surgery centers all across the country, and I've always been intrigued with the medical space. It seemed to me early on that attorneys who got involved with understanding how medical practices worked could not only be a benefit to the doctors, but could also be a tremendous benefit to the patient as well.
So what are you seeing in the trends with your research?
Well, the research shows us that there's just a widespread problem in America today. There's over 40 million people who are suffering from some form of depression. In addition to that, there's over 30 million people who suffer from migraine headaches. There's 5 million people every year that are diagnosed with fibromyalgia, which is unexplained muscle aches and pains that doctors just find very hard to diagnose and find a cure for.
So are you seeing an increase in the trend in this, and if so, why?
Yeah, we are, and there's a few factors. It shouldn't be any surprise that with the increase in technology, what we are now able to do is communicate faster and certainly understand the world around us better, but it comes at a cost, and that cost is a very high degree of stress.
So how does this affect the condition itself?
Well, you know, for example, if this was back in the 1800s, Sheila, and we were sitting in this lab and we wanted to get to Arizona, the expectation level would be that it would take us several weeks to get there, and whenever we got there, we got there. But today with technology, we have smart cars, we're multitasking all of the time, we're talking on our cell phones, we're doing work while we're moving, and very frankly, our DNA, our genetic makeup just is not programmed yet to catch up with the technology that that we have to deal with every day.
So you're saying that this is attributing itself to chronic fatigue. What is chronic fatigue?
Well, I can tell you that the literature tells us that if you have unexplained tiredness, meaning tiredness that after you've rested hasn't gone away, or muscle aches and pains that you just don't seem to find the source of, certainly depression, migraine headaches. Some people even experience hair loss, erectile dysfunction, unexplained weight gain. These are all symptoms of perhaps chronic fatigue syndrome.
Wait, so I feel like many Americans, like I'm overworked, fatigued many days, and I'm feeling some of the conditions and the symptoms that you're describing. What do you do about this? What should we do?
Well, there's a large group of doctors who are carrying on the work of a doctor by the name of John Myers, who developed an IV vitamin infusion process back in the 1950s, as a matter of fact. Today, it's more widely known as a Myers cocktail, and it's a combination, a very effective combination of vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and other elements that all work together in an IV drip. That seem to resolve very well many of the symptoms of chronic fatigue syndrome. And I guess the best news about all of this, Sheila, really is that number one, it works. And number two, that many, many insurance companies are reimbursing for this type of procedure. It's no longer experimental. So
wait, you're telling me that this has been around for over 70 years? How is that possible?
It's really a real breakthrough. For decades before the Human Genome Project was begun and finished, medical science just didn't understand the connection between nutritional infusion and health and disease. After the Genome Project, which started in 1990 and finished up in 2003, and unraveled the human genome, we're learning every year that goes by. It's been 12 years already. But we're learning leaps and bounds about interactions between things that we never thought were connected before. So today, with Myers Cocktail, my recommendation to anybody who's suffering from any of these symptoms that I've discussed, go see your physician. If they don't understand or know about Myers cocktail, tell them about it. Find out yourself, and certainly find out whether your insurance company reimburses for this procedure.
Our lives get more and more hectic every day, and I agree that we owe it to ourselves to get the best care and the best treatment so that we can feel the best in our lives every single day. Thank you, Robert Snyder, for being with us today. This is Sheila Stewart reporting for the Health News Now Network.